Alright folks, welcome to a modern stream. Today we're gonna be trying out what we can be calling the Mishra's Bubble theme deck. And this deck was brewed up by Spiderspace after we had a very nice discussion in this week's episode of Mishra's Bubble, which by the way you can check out right there. It's already live in multiple platforms. It started after we saw a jaunt version of Asmo which top-aided the latest modern challenge, and obviously that deck was playing like 21 lands, which is just ridiculously low in my opinion. So we talked about how we definitely wanted to add some more lands because we're trying to play Ren and 6, and yes, sure, you want to be using your Ursa Saga, but Ren and 6 has some pretty steep mana requirements, and like as looking at this deck, for example, I do consider this to be not really a 24 land deck, more of a 20 land deck. With some sagas. Sagas really only allow you to cast your Ursas and Thought Monitors, and I guess your Finale of Devastations. But we talked about how there were some things that we did like. We also talked about how there were some things that we didn't like. Amongst the things that we liked Ren. We liked, of course, Asmo Cookbook and Daredevil, whatever. But we also talked about how we really liked Finale. Finale being extra copies of Asmo is a big deal. You can even get back the copies of Asmo that your opponent already has killed, so that's pretty cool as well. And it gives you some extra redundancy. You can also just Finale for Ursa as well. And if you have way too much mana, you can also Finale for a Thought Monitor, I guess. I don't think that's ever going to come up, but sure. Technically a possibility. Yeah, Spider was talking about how he really liked the blue cards, like how he thought that both Ursa and Thought Monitor were very good in this shell alongside Asmo. After our discussion, he went to work and he put this deck together. The Goose is kind of like the sketchiest part of this puzzle, but maybe it's worth it. I don't know. So the shell is basically an Asmo deck. We have your Asmo, your cookbooks, and then a couple of 1-drop artifacts so you can fetch off Asmo, including Springleaf Drum, Shadow Spear, and Aether Spellbomb. You're also playing Ren. Ren can also combo with K2 Triumph and Tranquil Thicket. So you can, if you need to, if you have to, you can play this as your land drop, and you can also cycle them and you can combo with Ren. Ren also very good with Ursa Saga. Also, this deck is playing a reasonable and a responsible amount of lands, and it's also playing a bunch of fetch lands. Obviously, fetch lands go very well with Ren, in case you didn't know that. So this is a lot more of a Ren deck than the other ones that I've seen that are kind of just waiting to get lucky. When we move over to the sideboard, we have Flusterstorms and Rebukes. These are our card and magic and like our ways to push through our combo. Alpine Moon against, probably not against opposing Saga decks, but more so against Tron and stuff like that. Although I guess against we can technically bring this in against Saga decks, I guess. Mostly Valakut, I would assume. Valakut and Tron. 4 copies of Monkey. I'm not sure what we're trying to do with that. I guess we're trying to like monkey people in matchups where they can't really do anything against Monkey. That would be like Amulet and like stuff like that. I'm not too sure, but sure, we get 4 monkeys in the sideboard. 2 copies of Ancient Grudge. Of course, these are gonna be the ways to combat opposing Saga decks, Hammer and whatnot. Needle and a Pirate Spellbomb and Soulguide Lantern are our ways of answering stuff like Current Liberated and whatnot. Spellbomb for the 2-drop guy, which I'm blanking on the name right now. What's the name of the 2-drop guy? Sanctifier and Vec, and then Soulguide Lantern against graveyard decks. We're gonna give this deck a shot through a league. We're gonna see how everything works. It's my first time playing an Asmo deck, so expect to see some mistakes here and there, but hopefully you will enjoy the content and you will hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you for round number 1. Welcome to round number 1, playing against the Lurrus deck, of course. Every time you hit OK when you're on the play, and then it doesn't show your hand, but it shows you that your opponent's doing something like this, you know what's happening. I'll keep this hand. Pretty unfortunate that we have no fetches here. But this is I mean, we can, if we find a Daredevil. Get one bubble to get with Saga if you play Embry. Nah. My opponent says, oh man, hello, I don't think my deck has any chances versus Samuel, but let's see. That is my first game with it, and it's versus me. Point is playing bubble. Discard spell, fatal push, fatal push. I mean, we can go with Asmo right now. I don't see why not, honestly. Castle Lockdwayne. Huh. Does my opponent play mono black? Three, yeah. I mean, they better have that Thoughtseize. They better have that Thoughtseize, because it's not going to be looking good for them otherwise. We have some pretty good draws here. We can draw a Ran. We can draw... I guess we can't really cast Thought Monitor. Well, my opponent didn't do anything, really. Okay. Three, yeah. Push. Gonna do this now. Is this good? Dismember. We're still left with a construct. We still have a Goose Arena. We still have an another Asmo. Opponent is indeed playing mono black, apparently. Gatekeeper of Malak here. Alright. Can't say I saw that one coming. That's not a bad draw. That is certainly not a bad draw. And my opponent does not know about the other Asmo, so if they play Lurrus, we can just kill it fairly easily, which is nice. Ooh. Well, don't mind if I do. Should I play around Smallpox? By holding on to this land? I don't think I should. I don't think I should. Also, Asmo, Ren combos very well with Cookbook. That's a Lurrus. It's not gonna be able to do too much, though. Saga token. Cookbook. Discard the card. Saga. Play Asmo. I think this is looking good. I think this is looking fine. Hitcha. Opponent is brave. Oh, I guess that this. Huh. Would I rather just bounce the Lurrus? Because otherwise, Asmo makes it so Lurrus gains 6. Kind of awkward right now, actually. I mean, we probably just have to answer the Lurrus anyway, but it's kind of awkward that we just made them draw gain 6 life, you know? I mean, we have Ren, Asmo, constructs going. Like, I don't think we can really lose this game. Even if they had a Wrath, even if they had Damnation. Yeah, we still have Ren, Saga. The game goes over. This doesn't strike me as a monkey matchup. Also, I don't think my opponent's playing 8 rack. Or anything like that, so... Pirate Spell was an answer to Lurrus that I can tutor for. Is that even better than Lightning Bolt? Probably not. I think we just submit the same. Deck's too good. This is some primal background entertainment for work. You got it, Spider. Yeah, what's going on with the monkeys? Why are we playing a playset of monkeys in the sideboard? Would you care to explain? Probably have to take the finale here. Just like Cookbook. So if my opponent finds a discard spell, we don't get caught. Yep. Okay. Daredevil, please. I will also take Ren and 6. Bolt number 3. Sure. Great poker hand, though. Very, very good poker hand. So at least we got that going on for us. Void Walker. Definitely want to make sure that the land is in the bin for Ren purposes. Wow. Really? Jeez. There is such thing as going too deep, I guess. It's basically spreading seas, but it fixes your mana instead of mana screwing you, which is an interesting proposition. Lurrus only drew a card. It's not the end of the world. So this means 2 artifacts, right? So it's gonna be a second before we get to monitor their thoughts. Ratchet bomb. That's pretty annoying. One, two, three, four, five, six, and 1 mana short. Oh, no, actually I'm not. I will draw 2, please. Sweet. Looking good. Looking very good. Looking very, very good. 3 mana on my end step. Dismember my thought monitor. Got me. Cookbook down. Play that. Play that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Surgical. Cling to dust. Seems like not that big of a deal though. Yep. So now we just have to be a little bit more careful with our timing, because my opponent is going to have that cling going on. Maybe I should have brought Soul Guide. It is a Lurrus deck after all, right? Necromancia. Go ahead. Don't bring this card against mid-range decks, please. Please, please don't bring this card against mid-range decks. My opponent spent 3 mana, achieved literally nothing. Land is fine actually, because it allows me to Shadow Spear. And I guess I want to make food right now, because my opponent does not have a cling available. One, two. Whip over here. I think we're good to go. I think we should be good to go here. Set activation can stop cling. Oh, that's very cool. That is very cool. I mean, you can counter it when they go for the old chase, right? Which makes sense. Not good timing with the push. I mean, I was not gonna move the Shadow Spear, but like I may have wanted to. And now they're just telling me, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. I think we're supposed to get another cookbook here. No, I guess we don't really have any other options. So that's cool. Can bounce around Thought Monitor. I'm not gonna do it next turn because it exposes it to Thoughtseize, but I could bounce my Thought Monitor next turn. Also, I just realized that Light of Form Blight is fixing my mana, so I can cast the Daredevil if I want to. Good stuff. Bunny should probably draw a card here. Though, to be fair, their assumption was correct. Their deck can never beat Amulet. Yo, Levi, how you doing, man? You know what? This past weekend, I actually realized that you don't live in San Diego anymore. I didn't know that. So, yeah, that was a surprise. Cook what they all tapped. I mean, we have double cookbook, so I'm actually interested in them using their mana here. Sup, good sir? What is up, good sir? Now we can do this. Getting punished for a land entering the battlefield tapped. I think I just want to cycle this, right? If you don't have the chance for Cyber in the lands deck, what would you suggest to replace them with? Path to Exile, probably. It's not great, but it's probably what you have to do. Give me a 2/2. Friends, don't let friends bring in Necromantia against midrange decks. How can I lose this game? Wrath? I mean, I definitely want to present lethal for next turn. No cards in hand. Yep, game's over. maybe like whatever, like this thing into Wrath is my opponent's out. Biting Needle. Sure. That can name Saga and my opponent's still dead on board. They name Asmo. Alright, that's it. See you next round. I got a playset a really long time ago. I mean, I'm not cheap in this hand, right? It's not great. I still don't think I'm supposed to ship it though. Why 3 copy finale, not 4? I don't know. Didn't build a deck. I don't think I'm supposed to play Asmo here. I'm just gonna go double goose. Just get goose in here. Just get goose in. Opponent's just playing rhinos. They may be playing rhinos. Looks like rhinos. That is... Oh, no. Ha. That is definitely something else. So if I kill... It seems very important for me to kill this, right? So I can go Ursa. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can play Cookbook, but I need to use the food in order to play Asmo. Ugh. Feels like it's very important for me to kill this thing though, right? As foretold. Good old play as foretold, immediately erase it from play. You love to see it. I missed playing the monitor? How? I only had 3 artifacts, right? I could have made 4. So we should be dead, I assume, if my opponent has another thingy. One, two, three, 4. Play Ursa. Lose this. But we still have another artifact. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3. Just don't have enough, right? I think I have to play Ursa this turn though. Alternatively, I could play Thought Monitor. I really wish I had a Daredevil here. I can sack this, that is 4 artifacts, and I can play Thought Monitor. I really think I have to play the Ursa here. I need to start getting ahead. I mean, I can just use the book to play the book. Can't really attack here. So my opponent can't cast spells, which is good. Okay, so next turn they could cast Shardless Agent. Potentially. Opponent sifting that wave out there. Alright, here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts. Make a food, that's 5. Tap 2 cookbooks to play this. Or I can just pay 3 mana here. This puts more game objects in play. And it also potentially foods me up. Obviously trying to draw Daredevil here. Saga. Saga's not bad. It's not really good either. Am I just supposed to spin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have exactly 1 spin. Well, I guess I can tap this guy, so... Yeah, I think I'm supposed to spin. Spin? Sure, okay. Free construct. It's not awful. It's not great either, but... Looks like my opponent is gonna be spinning again. When you attack with construct, they just chomp with a 1/1. Dude, that deck is so weird. Opponent stacking their triggers properly. It's gonna give them a bunch of 1/1s. They still need 1 more to like really do the thing, though. That's only 5 tokens. It's not enough. So they're gonna need to spin again. It's gonna get to the point like if they get all glimpses are in the bin. So I guess they need to have exactly Goblin Dark Dwellers in hand. They need to have exactly Dark Dwellers. They have it. Looks like they have it. Okay, so my opponent is playing a different version of this. And I am now officially dead, I think. Yep. That is so many triggers. That is so many triggers. So we are dead here, I think. Huh. Interesting version of the deck. So they're playing Provisioner, they're playing Porphyros, kind of like as a win condition, I guess. And they're playing like a weird Omnath I honestly have never seen before. Don't even know which set this Omnath is from. Where is it? Over here. Untouch the battlefield, you create a 5/5 whenever it or another elemental dies. 7 mana 5/5. And they do have Dark Dwellers. Okay, so I am dead. I could try to like cheese my opponent because like they have a bunch of triggers that are still, you know, all of these triggers are still in this deck, and then you know I could like gotten probably 5 minutes, maybe more from them over there, but don't think it's worth it. Flusters are good. Is this a monkey matchup? This may be a monkey matchup actually. Yeah, it's definitely possible for my opponent to tap out while resolving the triggers. It's definitely a possibility for that to happen. And it just, like, it doesn't really make sense for me to play towards that, right? You're here to watch quality content. You're not here to watch me time out my opponents. It's weird though, like this Glimpse deck seems to me like both the most fun and the most boring out of all of the Cascade decks. I imagine it must be very fun to play, but it is, like, it's just kind of stupid. I have had multiple times where my opponent had like a good board state and they just glimpse into a bunch of lands and an Ass Foretold and they just can't do anything and they just die. Seems like if you're gonna be playing, it just feels like the new draft set, right? Which is just like, well, you got lucky. You rolled a natural 20 with your like dude that does stuff. Cool. Oh, you got a 2 when you needed it in 10 or more. Well, I guess you lose now. It's very stupid. I mean, I don't know. Maybe some people enjoy that kind of magic. I don't. I certainly do not. The high roller deck. I mean, that's kind of what it is, right? That is precisely what it is. I guess I'm keeping this. I don't really have a way to enable Asmo, which is weird, but at least my opponent is not going to be able to resolve spells, which is good for me. I think if they play the fish here, I just let it resolve. Not a great draw. If we were gonna draw another 1 mana artifact, I had, you know, I think I would have liked some better alternatives there, but it is what it is. Fortunately, I feel like we have to rebuke that because that just, you know, renders the metallic rebuke actually bad. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Missing some mana to make that into a thing. Not great. Not looking great. This really sucks. 1 mana off. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that this matchup is not very good. Just, I think. Kind of feels like the matchup may not be very good. No attacks with plant. Noob. Land. Well, funny enough, this casts the Thought Monitor. If they have Dispute, we get super owned. But like we still have Springleaf Drum up, right? We still have Flusterstorm up for the drum. If they're playing around Flusterstorm, they're playing around Flusterstorm very, very well. Four mana. I guess I'm doing that. My opponent is just gonna change faces and go to second main. But that at least means that they can't do the thing right now, I guess, at least. Cookbook, play cookbook, equip here. Again, we still have the drum. It's not looking great though. I mean, technically we can kill something. Or we can have Asmo deal 6 to herself if we need to, and we can gain 6 life. Because he has lifelink because of the Shadow Spear. That's cute. Please be a spell, please be a spell, please be a spell. Well, damn it. They found no lands? Huh. Never mind, there's a land. I have a lot of mana. So imagine they're gonna glimpse again. Or not. Dark Dwellers. I mean, it's not even that good, right? Because like they have a very good board state, and I don't. So I guess I need to find something like an Ursa off the top. And I can... Oh, there you go. Asking you shall receive, I guess. Four, 8. So I can kill... Can kill one of the Dark Dwellers. So let's make food. Tap, 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 and spin. Not great. So what I can do here is I can switch the Shadow Spear over to the Construct so we can gain more life, which seems worth doing. If they have something like another Foundation Breaker, we're probably dead, because they can just blow up the Construct. But they would have also been able to like blow up the Shadow Spear anyway, so it doesn't really change too much. They have another Dark Dwellers, they can cast it, but they exile the Glimpse. Still not looking great. Ursa definitely helps us stay in the game, but not even close to stabilizing. Purphoros. Okay. Requires 5 devotion. They don't do anything. Huh. Well, that gives me a chance. Sweet. Daredevil. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Maybe. Just maybe. So I can just go ahead and gain 11 here. Interesting. So I can kill both Dark Dwellers, and then this becomes so 2 damage here, 2 damage here. Then my dude becomes a 7/7, but I kill it to 2. Yeah, this is great, right? Activate Spear. Oh, that's so much better. That is so much better. Totally forgot that this had an ability. So that's 11. That just kills everything. Yeah, that's sick. All right. Alright. We're looking good now. Dude, Shadow Spear. Shadow Spear. Poggers. They found it. Yeah, they found the spell. Alright. All our work. All of our work goes to waste. Because they found another one. No, I think getting rid of a bunch of permanents is good. They get back Porphoros. I mean, this should be enough for them to kill me, right? This should be enough for them to kill me. I guess all of this happens with the outburst sit on the stack, so like, yeah, I mean, their thing stops now, right? Their combo gets stopped here because they don't have another glimpse in the bin. I'm kind of figuring this out as I go. I don't really have any idea of what my opponent's deck is doing. Like I do have an idea, but like I don't know how successful they're being right now. Opponent has a lot of mana. Wait, how did they draw cards? They had 2 cards. Oh, Recent Reef. I'm an idiot. Yeah. So I guess I'm dead now. Porphoros. Yeah, Provisioner is pretty neat. So now they're gonna blow up the Shadow Spear. I imagine. Dude, Recent Reef fucks. Maybe I should have killed the Recent Reefs in response to this thing. Yeah, I probably should have. It's too late now, but... Jeez, what a grind. Foundation Breaker OP. Yeah, I'm super dead now. Are we spinning again? No, Recent Reef number 3. Alright. It's good that, you know, Amulet is not playing Kali anymore, but Kali still found a way to shine. Makes me proud. Had some good times, good old Colony Garden. Okay, what can we do now? I mean, now that the Shadow Spear is gone, we're kind of not looking great, right? Spin. Alright. Got a 4-2. Got a 4-2. Spin. That's great. That's awesome. That was fun. So that should be lethal, even if I kill these things. Should still be lethal. Oh yeah, because they kill me with the Porphyros. Yeah, that's lethal. Alright. See you for the next game. Alright, welcome to round number 2. Playing against Tarmogoyf 123, of course. Utopia Sprawl. What is not playing Tarmogoyf? What the hell? I think I'm gonna need a basic forest here so I can cast Ren in case of Blood Moon. I'm assuming it is Enchantress. It could be Elementals. Could be Elementals. Respect Blood Moon after playing Sprawl and non-basic. Yo, once you've been hurt as much as I have by Blood Moon, you respect Blood Moon and opponent's madness at every cost. Iteration. It just doesn't matter, you just respect Blood Moon. It only takes being hurt enough. Opponent's deck looks fun. So my goal for this game is going to be to have more fun than my opponent. And the way to achieve that, obviously, is by winning. I love how the Sprawl makes it so the Icefang Quarrel is only slightly to the side in order to be center. Only so slightly. It's not in line with the Temple Garden. Also look at the frame for Ren. Ren's frame is like 5 times the cookbook's frame. There's some fun stuff happening in the MTG, in the MTGO user phase. Some fun stuff going on here. I totally F6. Whoops. Forgot to make a food. Seems important to kill this. Like I'm going to be getting some value from this bolt later on, right? Three mana, 4 mana. That's an Omnath. That's a land. Can we find Asmo? Fairy Time Reveler. Sure. Yeah, that sucks. Bounce Saga. That also sucks. One, two, three, four. Man, if we had one more token. I think I'm probably playing Thought Monitor here anyway. One, two, three, four. Okay, these are good draws. These are good draws. Okay, so next turn we're going to have a very good turn. Next turn we're going to have a very good turn, I think. The question is going to be, should I have killed the Omnath instead? I don't think I should have. Maybe. Also, I guess I could have Springleaf Drum killed the fairy. May have been necessary. Opponent's making a lot of mana. Solitude. Okay. Rend. All right. Let's start here. Then we play our land. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ursa. We can Ursa, then Thought Monitor. Or we can kill here. And then we can make a token plus kill there. And then next turn we can do the thing. I think this is better. Opponent has another. I'd rather you don't do that. Killing the fairy ended up being good. Opponent cycling Omnath. That's good. That's good for us. That's good for us. That means opponent may be a little bit desperate over there. We like to see that. Unfortunately, we're just going to have to make mana here because playing Ursa is just sick. Now the question is, what do we get? We can get Shadow Spear or we can get another cookbook. I think Shadow Spear is better. Play Ursa. One impacts. Got him! We got him. All right. Where are my finales? I just realized I have Finale of Devastation in my deck and I haven't seen it in 2 matches. That's kind of insane. Literally have not seen the card in like 2 matches. I think I want Rebukes. Over what? over geese. I don't think there's gonna be a monkey matchup. No one my opponent's playing Ice Fang Quaddles. We'll just do this. Nice clean 2-2 split between Goose and Rebuke. Don't see why not. Eesh. Yeesh. So if we find any land which we have 24, this hand is pretty good. Let's risk it. Because we can go turn 2 Finale for Asmo, Asmo for Cookbook, and then we can go from there. And Asmo should be the absolute nutter butters against my opponent's deck here. If we find a fetch or a Steam Vents, then we're just golden. Not a good draw. There's no such thing as punishment though, right? I can't get punished. I am physically unable to get punished. Fairy. Doesn't really do too much. No second land is brutal. No second land is absolutely devastating. Yeah, imagine if I were playing a 21 land deck like all of the Asmo players are. Would be even less likely. Opponent can put these Utopia Sprawl into their Steam Vents if they want to. That'd be pretty sick. Honestly, missed opportunity for my opponent to put a Sprawl on the Steam Vents. God damn it. Eternal Witness, Get Back Iteration. My opponent knows what fun is all about. Like 4 colors? Pfft. Pfft. 4 colors is easy. 4 colors is hella easy. 100% join a forest. I mean, I can use a forest. I can go get Asmo with a forest. Honestly, it's what I deserve. Like, let's be honest here. This is definitely what I deserved. Can't be too upset about this. Can't be too upset about this because I deserve this. The funny thing is that my opponent's just like spinning their wheels and doing nothing. So like, we may still have a shot here. We have instant speed interaction through the Teferi. I mean... So we're still in the same spot. If we find the land, we're kind of doing it. Yikes. Big yikers. They can get back their force. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Alright, I've had enough. I have had enough. This is fine. Well, we're kind of still in that game, though. I think if my opponent had been playing a little bit faster, I would have kept playing, but my opponent was playing a little bit too slow for me to want to keep dragging, you know. They got some pretty good EV for playing slowly. So I'm just like, I just don't want to be doing this anymore. Yeah. Okay. Definitely sending Shadow Spear, but we can do like turn 1. Probably Breeding Pool. I guess if we find Ren, we can fetch off the goof. So yeah. Maybe my opponent is tinkering over a one lander as well. Pointing out a 6. Breeding Pool. Goose. Let's go. Can we find the Ren and 6 off the top? Saga, okay. I'm probably not gonna play the second Saga, because if my opponent has a force, I straight up lose the game. Well, I guess now I'm going to. Yup. Yup. Yep. That's a fine draw. That's a fine top deck. Also, I just realized that Tranquil Thicket enables Asmo. That's sick. I love that. Opponent for all they don't minus. Huh. Okay. So plus on here. Cycle. Play Asmo. Play this. Bolt. Play Cookbook. I'm putting him force here, but we have Ren going, so the force doesn't really do anything. Tweed LS, thank you for the follow. I think this is looking good. Ice Fang is fine. It's not a death touching Ice Fang, so it doesn't matter too much. So now make token. Oh, so now they're gonna... Okay, so they're gonna ephemerate here. Okay. Can probably get Springleaf Drum. If we get Drum... We get Drum. Ren... Well, I guess it's kind of a forced play here, right? So I'm just... I am gonna get Drum, though. So... Ren pinks there. This bolts there. Play this. Say go. So another Ephemerate Fizzles. I guess they could have another Snake. And the Ephemerate wouldn't fizzle. Didn't want to counter Ephemerate with Asmo. Oh, that's right. I could have sacked. I could have this. Yeah, that was a better play. Yeah, that was a much better play. I'm like, oh, my opponent has the fairy. I can't do anything. And it's just like, nope, Asmo doesn't care. Yeah, that was definitely a mistake. Definitely a mistake. Eternal Witness has been found. Oh, that was exiled. That wasn't found. So next turn we're going to have 3 artifacts. Ren is working overtime here. Ren is doing so much right now. Oh, that's a good one. Two, three, four. Plus on Thicket. Discard Thicket to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can tap for red. Play Asmo. Yes. Cookbook. Play another Cookbook. Tap these for blue. Play Thought Monitor. And Fizzle. Okay. Put that into place. Say go. 1, 2, 3. Where we're sure. Bounce token. I mean, I could prevent my opponent from drawing a card if I wanted to kill that, but we're just gonna get another construct next turn. The food seems more relevant to stop like ephemerate shenanigans from what's his name? We got there though. Sweet. Awesome. See you next round. All right. Round number 3. Opponent asks whether they're about to get prime timed. If only they knew. If only they knew. This hand's great, right? I eat so many bagels, they're just too convenient. Yeah, they're not the most healthy thing. You want a local tournament with Emil today? Nice, Atomic Donuts, congrats. What are we shipping? Probably want to ship in the breeding pool. So my opponent is gonna take my finale with an Inquisition. So, oh, that's different. Is this burn? Oh, it's DRC. Okay, so it's probably like black red Lurrus. What's up, Psylocke? Yeah, it's not burn. I don't think that. Unless they're playing like Sumer burn. So I could finale for Asmo, then play Cookbook. Maybe this is wrong, and I should have just passed the turn. The problem is my opponent may have discard spells, and if they have discard spells, we're in really a lot of trouble. They have Eidolon to Surveil. That's not how it works. So they're missing land drops. They surveil looking for a land, which they found. Because they kept the card on top. Yeah, finale Asmo is great. Blue red. They have a bolt. Monkey. Huh. Am I supposed to kill this? Can we draw a bolt so I can kill both? I'm just gonna draw a blank instead. I think I'm gonna have to kill the monkey. So I'm just passing the turn. Well, it can be blue-red. They have Lurrus. So they're at least Grixis. Technically, they could be Jeskai, but I don't see why you would ever do it. Probably getting ready for a grind fest here. Stoneforge. So we probably gotta kill the monkey. I should have waited for the surveil to resolve. That was a mistake. So let's do Steam Vents and Triumph. I mean, we can get back Asmo by cracking one of our cookbooks, which is probably a good play for next turn. Ugh. It's probably better than playing this rant, right? Getting Ren into play is pretty strong though. Let's go with Ren. If they have Monkey, this is bad. But now next turn we can do everything on the same turn. We can get Asmo into play. We can crack Cookbook and we can get Asmo into play in the same turn. So that seems a lot better. Need both for the deck since you have pilots with nothing to pilot. Wow, Kenpachi, you're really going deep there. Imagine this is gonna go after the Ren. Saga. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play that. I guess they could have drowned the lock, but they can't drown this, which is hilarious. I think this is what this stop means. I think that's what that stop meant. It's just my opponent's like, wait, what? Oh, come on, dude. Ugh. Are we actually out of fetchables? I guess not quite. Damn, that's disgusting. That was such a bad draw too. Literally the worst two cards I could have drawn, because now I'm just out of fetchables. I have one stomping ground and that's it. Ugh. If they attack... Because what I can do here is I can jump and then I can get it back. Let's do that. That also gives us another Ren turn. That's another blank. That's another blank. I think I have to just play this for 2. Come on, man. sucks. Yeah, opponent is suspiciously holding up blue-black every single turn, you know? Send everything towards Ren. Face. See how much my opponent wants to kill the Ren. There's the Drown. But now I'm trading the Drown for a Bolt instead of trading the Drown for an Asmo, right? Bolt first was better. How? I don't think so. 3/3 life if they drown. Yeah, but it makes it less likely, right? I don't know, maybe I'm getting too cheeky. Another cookbook. Okay, so they're gonna Snapcaster Heat the Ren, and then they're gonna drown the Monitor. Which obviously is awful for us. But I don't think there's too much that I can do. And at least they don't get described from the DRC because they forgot to fetch before doing this. Opponent tops it. It's funny how we drew a bazillion lands, but somehow managed to not draw a single Ursa Saga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of our grand total of 11 out of 24, but only 20 of them are not sagas. I assume that they have another drown, so I think that we're just dead here. I think that we're just dead here. Ursa maybe? Thought Monitor. I mean, that's a start. All right. Can we win this game anymore? So we get back Thought Monitor. And I tapped like shit. Spell Bomb doesn't really do anything. So I can crack a food. So we have to jump. Crack food. This is brutal, man. It's pretty good too. It's pretty good too. This deck needs Savage Binocular Blade. Maybe because that card came out, I tried to make it work. It never did. Yep. I have like 8 copies of Big Nooks in paper. So that's the only card that I really care about. Maybe a Spell Bomb. This has no artifact hate, actually. That's an oversight, Spider, if you're still here. I think that we definitely want ways to answer Alpine Moon. Sure. Monkey. Cookbook. Drown counters Asmo, but it doesn't counter Finale, which is funny. Put Steam Vents into the graveyard. Okay. So they're not missing land drops. They also don't have 1-mana interaction. Search library for Asmo. Yes. Cookbook. Cast Cookbook. Activate Cookbook. Do I just kill this? I think I just killed this. No, I killed the DRC actually. Have I tried Mock Summer this Asmo Ursa Shell? No, I have not. I think it will be pretty bad. You only have 4 enablers, 8 enablers, sorry, like 7 in this list. Moxopal would be good. Moxopal would definitely be good. So I think if my opponent attacks here, it's because they have fucking what's his name? They don't have Delirium for the shock, and they're gonna shock now, which is kind of fine with me considering that I have another Asmo and I have a Daredevil. To add like Emery 2 or something, probably not enough. 11 enablers. Ren. Oh, Ren. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. It just feels like Moxember never does what you want it to do, you know? Okay, that was the worst possible case scenario. Holy shit, is that bad for us? I was not expecting Colonel's command. I mean, after they kill the cookbook, like the Asmo doesn't do anything anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So definitely blocking the Ragavan was a good deal. But yeah, that's bad. And we also drew a blank. It's not looking good. This game is not looking good now. Drawing the lock to kill the goose. Why didn't I play Devastation for Asmo on turn 2? Because my opponent is playing a deck filled with removal spells. They have infinite removal spells in their deck. So exposing the Asmo before I have guaranteed value from it, it's not a great idea. I'm not exposing. Well, but I don't have anything going on now, right? And if my opponent draws a monkey, then I lose, right? So exposing it here makes sense. Like before, I was exposing it. My opponent was ahead on board. They had 2 threats, and I was going to play the Asmo without being able to destroy any of them. If my opponent just balls it, that's it, right? I don't get anything out of the deal. But right now, like, I am at least getting a monkey, you know? So be nice if Asmo fetch from the yard. Yeah, that would be very good. Where are my Sagas, man? I have 4 Ursa Sagas in this deck. I've not seen a single one. Explosives for 1. I've seen chat, I guess. I mean, this Ren is not even good, right? The only thing this Ren is doing for me, like, it's gonna eat it round probably, but even if this resolved, it wouldn't be that great. The only thing it would do is it would give me the land that I need for Ursa. Oh, it resolved. Okay. It's not the lands deck that you were expecting. Yeah, this one, I wouldn't call this one a lands deck. Okay. My opponent's gonna flip an Ursa or something crazy. I can feel it. I can feel it. Fuck me, dude. For real. Just Wait. How did... Oh, they can make green with this. That makes sense. Opponent still holding up. Drawing the lock here. Here goes nothing, I guess. Yep. Where's the draw number 3? Drown number 3. You can only cast Daredevils with Rum, yes. So far one has Cycle Deck running card disposable, healthy. No, that's fine. That's fine. The problem is when, you know, this is the problem. Like, this card fucking sucks, man. This card fucking sucks. It's just like, this entire deck is just cards that just suck. They suck ass. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm playing Saga, fuck Saga. Like, Saga is also a problem. Like, all of these cards are the problem. Wait. What happened there? Whatever. Another drown? Okay. At least we didn't get drowned this time. Mana, blue. Mana, blue. Thought monitor. So we could get another Asmo here. What other options do we have? It's just Asmo, Ursa, or Thought Monitor? I guess I can just spin Ursa. Why? Why would they do that there? Yeah, that's some weird timing. I'm just preparing myself psychologically for when this monkey flips an Ursa. Well, now we can go find another Ursa with this finale because we didn't finale for Asmo. If they go for Lurrus, that would be ideal. These Skulligan's command have been very good. Please don't flip an Ursa. Please don't flip an Ursa. Just flip a land. Just a random land that's not a Saga, please. Lightning Bolt. Well, that kills my Ren. It doesn't matter too much. Do you think Modern actually needs to be banned? I think Lurrus should be banned. Lurrus is the only card that I think is problematic. Everything else is fine. Like, yeah, I hate the monkey. There are some cards that I just hate that they exist, but they're, you know, fine. Oops. Lurrus over Bubble? No, I think that Lurrus is more egregious than Bubble. By a lot. I also think that Bubble is ban worthy. Don't get me wrong. I do think that Bubble could easily be banned too. But I think that Lurrus should, and I think that Bubble could. That's the difference that I would make. I mean, look at this fucker, dude. Like, just comes back, blows up all of my shit. This is a card that my opponent drew for free, by the way. Like, this was in their opener. Cost them nothing to get. It's too much. This card is just way too much. Lurrus is more interesting. I disagree. I think that all the Lurrus deck play exactly the same, and it gets boring. I don't agree that Lurrus is interesting. But look at this, like, I couldn't answer the Lurrus, I'm fucked, like I lose the game now. I lose the game to the card that my opponent was... Like, they started the game with that card in their hand for free, right? And I'm just gonna lose to it right now. Because I can't answer it. I guess we're gonna have to get Soul Guide. They can't cast explosives for 4. They're trying to cast explosives for 4, but Lurrus doesn't let them. Their deck has a zero deck building requirement that should compensate for the quality of the card. That's true. Cool, then Max, you're right. You're right. Regards ability with Lurrus with green, no deck should use Lurrus as a reason for losing. Needs sideboard or mainboard. I disagree. So, if you're gonna have companions, companions are supposed to have a cost, right? Companions are fair, which they're not. Like, they're the worst design mistake in the history of the game, right? Like, let's get that out of the way. Companions are the worst design mistake in the history of the game. Now, companions are quote-unquote fair, or I guess I would say they were intended to be fair, because there's a cost to playing them. Lurrus has no cost whatsoever, because the cards are broken enough. The cards are broken enough that there's no real cost. There is a technical cost, right? But there's not a real cost. It's free to play Lurrus, and the effect is way too good. Here, my opponent, of course, they're through the game, right? But under normal circumstances, we would not be able to beat this card. I don't know. It's just the way I feel. Maybe people don't feel about it like I do, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not trying to convince anybody otherwise. I'm not trying to convince anybody of anything. All I'm just saying is I think that Lurrus is... Like, Lurrus needs to go, in my opinion. I think that Lurrus need to go. Double the mana cost, I need a million mana impact. Exactly. Like, imagine the fact that Lurrus is so absurd that they made it cast twice as much and the card is still busted. Still broken. Didn't matter whatsoever. Sort of disagree. It had a huge impact on legacy features. That's irrelevant. Like, I'm talking about modern. We're talking about modern, right? I thought that we were talking about modern at least. I'm not gonna talk about legacy or vintage because I don't know as much about those formats, so doesn't really make sense for me to talk about those formats. What's up, JC? So, at least the Soul Guide should stop Snapcasters. The rules are read at in all formats rather than just being banned in Modern. Clearly has ramifications outside of Modern. Yeah, I know, but like I think that it should be banned in Modern. Like Seerda is banned in Legacy still, right? Lurrus is banned in Legacy. I think that it should also be banned in Modern. That's just how I feel. Imagine my opponent has a bolt or something. No. Oh, wow. All right. I mean, again, my opponent kind of threw that game. We probably shouldn't have won. But it's fine. All right, we're back. Sure. Skip this hand. Seems fine. Opponent moves to 6. Tap red would be great, so I can bolt this. Boom. Yeah, I guess my opponent has drawn the lock, so I really don't want for this monkey to get any value. Now next turn we can do Cookbook into Asmo, we can do Ren. Ren seems like the better play overall, but it gets got by Drown. Seems fine though. The thing is that we're gonna run into Drown eventually. They were facing place call against command, yep. But exactly, like if Lurrus made it so you couldn't cast spells of CNC 3 or more, it would be a little bit more fair. But it just allows you to play, like it allows you to play other cards, right? Play this. So we can play Ursa here. My opponent cannot really do anything about it. I guess technically they can play Sealer removal. So they're probably going to Sealer removal my construct. Nice house. How did I go? Went decent. Nice. Pretty good draw. Yeah, bold. All right. Guess we're just gonna gain some life fair and square so we can raise the 3 damage a turn. So Goose doesn't do anything. They probably won't even play it. They should have cast it, I think. That's another blank. So we discarded a card, we can get back Asmo. We get back Asmo. Yeah, that's fine. Play Asmo. Yes. Get Cookbook. Island. Play Cookbook. I think we're stabilized now. I think we're stabilized here. Yeah, my opponent packs it in. Just gonna time out. All right, we got there somehow. See you for the last round. All right, last round. We're cooking, all right. I think I'm still keeping this hand. Please don't let me top deck the last cookbook, please. Botanical Sanctum. Huh. Breeding pool, probably. What the hell is Botanical Sanctum? Oh, that's what it is. Well, we probably can't win game 1, right? Probably can't win game 1 against Living End. Enjoy. Opponent says lol. Yep. Lol is correct. Now we're probably just Probably can't win anymore if they have the living end. I guess I can make Asmo kill herself, and then we get it back. Is that even worth it? It costs me balls of my land, so if I draw an Ursa, I don't have nothing going on. Is it worth it? I don't think it's worth it. Like, I'd rather have the lands if in case I draw an Ursa. Thank you for the follow. Okay, so these, that, monkeys. That's it. Cut these. Discarding like Ursa to Cookbook is kind of hot, I gotta say. Cut a Rem. Yeah, the secret GP stories are funny. Some pretty wild stuff going on. Wait, did I play Saga on turn 1? Why would I play Saga on turn 1? That just makes no sense at all. Why the hell would I play Saga on turn 1? That's just so stupid. I mean, I guess I can justify it by getting Soul Guide Lantern, I guess. Yeah, that's what it was all about. Don't worry about it, chat. I just wanted to get my Soul Guide Lantern. That's what it was. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Honestly, we may just get super rewarded here. We may get super rewarded for my play. Foundation Breaker. Blow up my Saga. F's in chat. Pretty dead here, right? Maybe we can raise those creatures. Again, I'm gonna pitch Cookbook. I'm gonna pitch I guess I'm pitching Thought Monitor to the Cookbook. Because we can just Cookbook next turn. And now we can draw 2. Kind of looking fine here. So I'm gonna have to finale for Asmo. Play that. Play cookbook. Plus. I think we can actually just raise this. Yeah, block your Sharpless Agent. We got a second Asmo, so even if my opponent has Violent Outburst here, I think this is fine. So now they can Outburst and just not leave it in, but like, is that even that good for them? Yeah. We have another Asmo, so we don't care, and now we have an Asmo in the graveyard, and we have an Asmo in play, so like it just... This is just fine. Yeah, I completely checked out. I have no idea what's going on with chat. I honestly apologize if anything is going on. But I was focused on the game. Maybe I shouldn't be. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So play another cookbook, play that, play Saga. We can make another food from cookbook. Let's talk about pie. Pie sounds like a great topic. I'm down. You like strawberry reward? Yeah, I mean, I'm supposed to have mods, but I guess that my mods are sleeping on the job. It feels like my mods are just like sleeping on the job right now. Sleeping at the wheel. Pecan pie is the best. I agree. I'm a big fan of pecan pie. So we can block the River Winder here with the construct. And then it forces my opponent to outburst again. And then we get back Asmo and Thought Monitor, and then we just clean their board again. I guess that worked. Where the only appropriate ice cream to pie complementer is vanilla. That sounds reasonable to me. Don't see any arguing, just people politely sharing opinions. That's fine. I can work with people politely sharing opinions. I think we keep this. Turn 1 cookbook. And we can also go turn 1 Saga again if we wanted to. Spellbomb. My opponent could be playing Force. If they're playing Force, this is kind of a disaster. Maybe also Black Widow? No. Is it good? Uh-oh. Did we keep it one lander? Oof. Dodged. Dodged easy. Soul Guide Lantern. Unlucky. Streamer Scout Keratin. Finger of the follow. Now this is interesting here. I think we go with Misty. Chocolate pies are necessary. How dare you? How dare you? Chocolate pies are perfectly fine. My opponent get there. Foundation Breaker. Well, they have to blow up the Saga, which is bad for us. The dessert tier. That's the kind of comments that you only see in a Magic chat. Well, the dessert tiers include... It's a good top deck. Force of Negation. That's also a good top deck. Opponent's pretty good. My opponent's pretty good at, top decking, drawing very well. Monstrous Carabid. The Carabid is back, baby. Right, here we go. Main phase outburst. All right, Ursa, you're gonna have to do some work for me. It's unfortunate because we had some good cards, right? Like any of the counter spells would have been great, or we had many options. Wait, they're bouncing my spell bomb? I guess I'm gonna draw a card. Not bad. One, two, three, four, five. Let's make one more of those. Play monitor. Draw something good. We're gonna draw something good. Look at this. Something good. Is it better for me to cycle or is it better for me to spin? It's probably better for me to spin. Burbina Zero, think about follow. Wow, dude. That's a lot. That's a lot of whiffs. That's a lot of whiffs. Kind of impressed. Kind of impressed at the amount of whiffs. I like to draw lines. That's fair. That's actually fair, yeah. Oh, this dude put stuff in the bin. It's pretty good. They give their dude flying. That's so cute, and it's actually gonna kill me. Justino, thank you for the follow. What's chat's take on oatmeal? Now we're asking the real questions, you know? Damn it, man. We were actually fine. We were actually fine until they got tour. We probably drew too many lands to win this game anyway, so we may have not been able to come back. Quite frustrating. So what happens if I cycle? Can I cycle? Am I dead? I'm taking 5. Well, we're probably going to block here. So I'm taking 5, block here, take 7, 12, 14. We go down to 1 if I don't fetch. So I guess I can't even cycle. Yikes. At this point, I don't think what saves me. I don't know what saves me here. Well, that does not save me, I can tell you that much. Probably Asmo? Asmo is the only thing that saves me. Does Asmo even do it? No, it doesn't. Because I'm at 1 and my opponent has 2 hexproof and a flyer. I can kill 3 things. 1, 2, 3. And then I have to double chomp and then they die. I guess technically I could thought monitor into Asmo. That's the line. Yeah, that's not it. That does not do it. That does not do it. Yes! More cookbooks. Alright, we died. Alright, 3 and 2. These are... I don't like the monkeys at all. Let's not play the monkeys. I feel like we need some sort of answers to enchantments. We need some answers to, you know, your good old rest in peace style cards. That kind of stuff. No, I don't think that adding more colors is the answer. I kind of want Relic, or I guess Soul Guide is just better. Yeah, Nature's Claim, Natural State, that kind of stuff is a little bit better. Probably Claim. Nature's Claim. Can he play 8 sagas? I wish. Something like this. Unravel the Aether. Well, but you can just, you can just bounce Kaldra, right? I don't think that we're gonna lose to Kaldra very often. Shadow Spear also messes that up. What else? How do we beat stuff like Tron, for example? Can we beat stuff like Tron? Probably not. This is interesting. Kind of feeling like I won the 4th Ursa, honestly. Kind of feel like I won the 4th Ursa. It feels like it's the best card in the deck, right? Mana base feels kind of fine. Bolts, Asmo. We could do something like this. Nah, Thought Monitor is great. Wildfire. Yeah, Wildfire is... The problem is that card is just so bad. It's just a bad card. I guess we have Alpine Moons, but like Alpine Moon is also not very good against Tron. Yeah, I'm just trying to like, think about the deck's holes and whether we can do something to fix it, because, Monkey just wasn't cutting it. Oof. Yeah, oof. In the cookbook deck, probably not. Yeah, I don't think Crumble's good. They're playing like a bunch of what's... I think Alpine Moon is fine. I'm just not excited about it. Maybe we should have like a Dismember or something in the sideboard. Maybe the last lot should be something like that. Like an Holy Heat. I don't know. Ursa felt better than Ren. Like he wants Walking Ballista? I don't think Ballista would be too great here. Like it would be okay, but it's not a card I would go out of my way to play. We could have stuff like Damping Sphere, maybe. Endurance. I just really like the card Endurance. We don't have enough green cards for 4s, even though it would be great. Veil of Summer. Sure. You can't find sagas. You can't find chalices. Also, chalice is pretty good against us. Can't really cast Asmo under a chalice. Void Mirror is an interesting card though. Do I not own any Void Mirrors? I did like 60 MH2 drafts, dude. How do I not have a single Void Mirror? How is this even possible? Literally never picked it. Yeah, never picked it. All right, there we go, I guess. All right, we're gonna give this one a shot. I guess Void Mirror is not great with Ursa, right? Yeah, never mind. Never mind. Void Mirror Ursa is not a great combo. It's probably Damping Sphere, I guess. It's probably Damping Sphere. I just really dislike the card Surgical Extraction. I think that is very, very it's always played very poorly, and like it's overboarded, and it's just overall not great. All right, so this is the list that we're gonna play in the next league. If you enjoyed this one, make sure that you check that one out as well. But that's gonna do it for this marathon of a league, really. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. All right.